My heart is at war with my thoughts. Oh, and I don't know which side is better. I try to connect all the dots. Oh, to let you in behind my shelter.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video I created this golden smoky winged liner look. Smoky winged liner looks are one of my favorite looks to create. If you don't know by now, those who are following me for a while, they know like I'm obsessed with smoked winged liner looks. So today I wanted to do a golden version, kind of holiday inspired. I played with this palette which I received this week in the mail, which is a new palette from NYX Cosmetics. It's from the Love Disco Lust line, and this is the Live in Lavish palette. It's really pretty. It has like neutral tones, some golden shades. This one is really pretty. I used it all over the eyelids. It's like really gorgeous. So I'm gonna show you today how I created this eye look, which is super easy, super quick, and I think you can wear it for like special occasions, or if you're just like me, you can wear it to work or just for whatever you want to wear it. So let's get started. I hope you guys are gonna enjoy. So the first thing I do before I go in with any eyeshadow is priming my eyelids. I always use the MAC Cosmetics Soft Ochre Paint Pot. And then I applied some eyeshadow guards, which you can buy on my web shop, anychew.shop. I have a special discount code. I always get the question really often, like, where can I get these eyeshadow guards? But I just sell them on my own website. So in today's video, like I told you guys in my intro, I'm gonna use this Love Disco Lust Live in Lavish palette from NYX Cosmetics, which is one of the newest palette that they recently launched. I'm gonna take this warm orangey brown shade with a Sigma Beauty E40 brush, and I'm gonna start blending this all the way in my crease, going back and forth. What is really nice is that I am using the eyeshadow guards, and this way I don't have to be like really precise around the edges of the eye. I can just blend it in the crease and then follow the line, and if any eyeshadow like hits the eyeshadow guard, that doesn't matter, because when I remove the eyeshadow guard, it's gonna leave me with a really sharp edge, really clean. Also, it's gonna pick up some fallout, so this is just a really easy trick to use when you want to have like no fallout underneath the eyes, and if you just want to use it as a guideline for your winged liner. I just really love using them. So after like blending that shade all over in the crease, I'm gonna take this copper golden shade using my finger, and I'm gonna apply it all over the eyelids. I feel like with shades like this, it's always best to use your finger. It really picks up all the eyeshadow, and it's just easier to apply, and it just gives more color payoff. So of course, everything I'm doing on both sides, of course. Then I'm gonna take this golden, which I showed you guys in the intro. It's not really super pigmented. It's more like a glitter topper. It's not like all opaque, if that makes sense. Really hard to explain in English, but it's more like a topper that you apply on top of a other eyeshadow, because it doesn't cover like the whole eyelid. That's why I use the other shade underneath. But it's really beautiful, it's really sparkly, it's really nice to use like on top of a different eyeshadow. Then I'm taking the E40 brush with whatever was left from that brown orangey color, just blended it around the crease to make sure that everything looks well blended out. And then now I took a tiny pencil brush from Morphe, and I'm gonna take the dark brown color and blend this along the lash line. So I'm gonna apply it all the way above the lash line, but also following the line of where I applied the eyeshadow guard. And this is again a really nice easy trick, because you can just follow the line of the eyeshadow guard, and you don't really have to think about like, oh, I have to blend it really precise over here. No, you can just follow the line of the eyeshadow guard. If you don't have eyeshadow guards, you can just use some regular sticky tape that you have at home, or maybe like if you have like a wound on your hand, you put like a bandage on it, maybe you can use that. Just something that is sticky and that is sharp. I mean sharp like in that it has a straight line, so you can follow the line and just use it as a trick like I'm doing today. So after that, I also used a little bit of black gel eyeliner. You can use any gel eyeliner. I applied a really tiny bit on the brush and then blended it just the way I did with the brown eyeshadow. This way it's going to be a little bit more intense. You don't have to use black gel eyeliner. You can also use black eyeshadow. But I wanted to stick by using only this palette for eyeshadow shades. And this palette doesn't have a black eyeshadow, so I used black gel eyeliner instead. But if you have a different palette with a black eyeshadow, I think eyeshadow might be a little bit easier for beginners. So just grab a black eyeshadow. Then now I went back in with the brown shade, blending a little bit more of that around the edges, just to make sure that the black isn't looking really harsh and it just looks nicely blended out. Then now removing the eyeshadow guards, you can see it left me with a really sharp edge, which is nice. That's what I meant with like that it now looks really sharp and clean, no fallout. Now I'm gonna take this pencil from NYX Cosmetics. I'm gonna take it for in the waterline. It's a really beautiful metallic shade. Normally I don't really like using metallic pencils in the waterline. I'm more like into matte shades. But this one is really pigmented, so I think that's what kind of makes me like it, because it really shows, which I like, and it has kind of the same undertone as the shades that I used on the eyelid. So I just really think this complements the whole makeup look, and I definitely think it made it all just a little bit different. Then I'm taking this light color and applying it in the inner corner of the eye. I just felt like this eye look needed something extra, just that pop of inner corner highlight. I just really like that. I did notice that if you use a wet brush, it makes it a lot more intense, and I feel like that looks a lot better. So now you can see it's way more pigmented because I used a little bit of setting spray on the brush, and now you can see that the color is showing up way more. Then now I'm gonna take this orangey brown color again, which we used all the way at the beginning to blend all the way in the crease. I'm taking a Morphe M506 brush, which is a super tiny blending brush, and just blending it all the way underneath the lower lash line, just going back and forth with my brush. Normally, I don't really go in with brushes like this, even though it's quite small. But normally I would go in with a brush which is even smaller. I like to work quite precise when it comes to my eye looks. I think I'm kind of like a perfectionist, and this brush I think is a little bit too fluffy, but for some reason it didn't really matter. It blended really nicely and easily, and I actually like the fact that my lower lash line was a little bit more smoked out and just a little bit lower than normally. So now I took a tinier brush and blending this darker brown shade and the one I used before this together, and blending a little bit of that underneath the lower lash line as well. And then I went back in with the eye pencil that we used earlier, just applying another coat. I feel like sometimes when you apply a pencil in the waterline, you first want to let it dry and then apply another like coat of the product, and it's even more intense, and I really liked how that looked. Then I'm gonna take the NYX Cosmetics Worth the Hype mascara. I felt like now that I'm using like a lot of products from NYX Cosmetics, let's just use their mascara as well. Normally I always use a different one, but yeah, it's nice to stick to like the same brands, and also this one is more affordable, so I hope you guys appreciate that as well. And I actually think this is quite a nice mascara. So after that, I applied my baddie lashes from Anytube. These are my current favorite to wear every day. They're not too dramatic, not too natural. I really like them. And I'm just applying them above the lash line with a tweezer. Someone asked me, do you apply them on top of the lashes or underneath? I have never worn my lashes underneath the lashes. I find it so scary because the lash glue will come really close to your eyeball. So to be honest, I'm a little bit afraid. I don't think I will ever try that. And then here you can see the eyes up close with the lashes on. And then this is the end of the video. I really hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy. This is really helpful for my YouTube channel. I just really hope you guys like how it turned out. I personally really like the pencil that I used in the waterline, which was also by NYX. It's the Slide On, Glide On, Stay On pencil in the shade Glitzy Gold. I just love to play with like different colors in the waterline. I just feel like it adds that little extra to the eye look, and I think this pencil is really beautiful. I'm definitely gonna use it more often. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe if you aren't already, and hopefully I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys!
My heart is a what with my thoughts. Oh, and I don't know which side is better. I try to connect all the dots. Oh, to let you in behind my shelter. You could fit into my life when it's daylight and it's night. I would give away my soul, but is it worth it? I don't know. I don't know.